Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the real Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, like, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. It's been a while. I was on vacation Chavez. It was a great time. Had a great birthday. With a great friend. Super fantastic. I will be back making all these videos now. Let's get to it. Drop all your questions down below. I'll even live stream tomorrow. So we do have the other day. There was Reese was on Telegram. He was going over a couple of things. I'll just go over a couple of other things that David and Dan have covered over the last week as well. Dan this week did say that marketing begins next year. This does come after that David Yu had said twice now that mass marketing will come by the end of Q1 of 2023. Let's say end of Q2. Let's just say at some point next year, we will get some more people on the app, and they'll start marketing the first half of next year. Even if it doesn't happen by the end of Q1, it should happen by the end of Q2. Always go back a quarter. They have been a lot more accurate on their timelines, whether they've either hit it or they've come close to it. It's not like, hey, we're shooting for this month. 8.5 months later, we did it. No, it's like, hey, we're shooting for this month, delayed by a couple weeks. Okay, fine. Cool. 100% okay with that. Again, I come from the area of Earth 2 where, hey, we're working on phase 2, like phase 1.5, for like eight months. It's like, okay, I know what you're doing. I know you guys have a lot of things going on. And then what did they show this weekend? The most beautiful metaverse that I've ever seen. Anyway, patience is a virtue. So when I go and I take a look at these things and I see, okay, well, what does mass marketing mean? What do things like, and this in conjunction with what Dan had said, Dan had gone on and also said that you were going to see more drops this year, but with less edition numbers. When I take a look at, let's say Marvel Mighties, and, you had, and I have all of them, but you take a look at some of the first ones, like, the first two sets, like the Captain America set, look at the commons. The Fantastic Four set, look at the commons. There's 28,000 of those commons each. And it's like, okay, so if you have 28,000 of those, and then the new commons, now granted the new commons like M'Baku and Queen Ramonda they're just not that popular characters. They are. People enjoy them, but Fantastic Four, like Marvel's first family, that is... and again, we have Namor on there, which is like the first, who do you see mentioned in the first issue ever? Okay, Namor the Mariner. But again, Fantastic Four is super popular, so the 28,000 kind of makes sense. But having 30, like 4,200 of one, that's a lot less. That's almost 1/7 less. But that's the thing that the type of thing you'll see more and more. And some opportunities I find with that is, okay, we might have 1/7 the supply, but some of these are not 1/7 the price. Some of these are maybe half the price. So it's got a lot to move up to. And when we have, let's say, and I'll go over like a brief history of Swamp Thing tomorrow when I do the drop and do everything. But it's an ultra rare. It's an animated. It's the first DC animated that you're gonna have, and he's done really cool and amazing things. There's only 2,800 of him. And there's only one pose, not 4 different poses. This is very good. I like that, but I also like the fact that it's $60 tomorrow. If he goes on to retail, I'll get one anyway on the drop. If he goes on to retail, I might get another one because that's something that I believe 2,800 is not a lot. Like a lot of these are not a lot. How many billions of people know who like Iron Man is and Marvel and the MCU, and you have some of these collectibles. I think Shuri, Black Panther, there's like 973 of her. There's less than 1,000. This is these are very, 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 very rare, and that's a big character. It's not like oh hey, I like this artwork, and you stumble upon it from Decon, and it's like kind of an artist that has really cool artwork, but just doesn't really have a big name, and nobody knows who they are. That has 666 editions. It's not that at all. This is the new Black Panther. I need to buy another one. Buy another one, Arya. No, I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I have one. It's fine. But oh god, I should. That's dumb. Like the mint number isn't dumb, but it's dumb that some of these are that cheap. And again, Namor is like $70. I have two of them, sub 100s. But yeah, there's some of these things. There are so few mints, and this type of opportunity, I think, again, this is just my opinion. It's not financial advice. Anyway, moving on. I will let you guys know when, but there is another company that you will have more utility for OMI. There is another company that will let you use your OMI to purchase things. I'll keep you all posted on that in the future. David Yu had a new profile picture on Instagram. Apparently this is an old photo, but he looked like he looks official. Like that's baller AF. Looks like a private jet. Anywho, moving on. David Yu in the background of the last video that he did he's got a Mumbot over there, and he's got some Pokemon stuff over there. Now the Pokemon, a fan did give him, really nothing crazy about that. He's got a Funko Pop over there too. So Mumbot, hopefully that comes this next quarter. Hopefully a partnership with Funko. And again, even though a fan did give him the Pokemon stuff, it is worth noting that he does at least have it there in his thing. We do have a Coca-Cola truck over there as well, and now Coca-Cola trucks are great. Those are kind of like a staple, especially around Christmas. But so are Hess trucks. Hess is someone that used to own the New York Jets, and I am not 100% sure that we don't have them. If we're gonna have Coca-Cola trucks, I want Hess trucks as well. It was confirmed that there's going to be a Veve think tank. I know Delargo's on there. He apparently wasn't supposed to say anything. I don't know who else is going to be on there. No one I know has been asked, and if they have been asked, they haven't told me, so I'll keep you posted. I'll keep my ears out. This is something Brock McBotchin had mentioned a little while ago. It says, I put $1,000 into a trading bot. It will review the suggestions in the comments to this tweet in 20 minutes from now and make trades off internet's ideas. Feel free to try it out. Let's see how it goes. Dr. Prava says, what could go wrong? I'm so curious to see how that went on. I do have a post from Dan Chabel saying, in their November-December company update, Veve mentioned that 2023 was the year of mass marketing. The biggest unknown to me is what Veve will do to mass market, and then how that effort and investment will convert to new users, especially core users, or those who have 100 or more collectibles. To me, this does have the moment of truth in two ways. One, does Veve have the budget and talent to create marketing and PR campaigns that both educate the target consumer and entice them to download the app and purchase collectibles/OMI? Here's the thing. I don't think you're going to need to know anything about NFTs in order for this. It's just, it's a digital collectible. That makes sense. There's a limited amount of them, and they're digital. You hold them on here. You can play with them. You can do stuff with them. It's like little avatars, like little things. And again, they should be able to play with them in the Veveverse as well. Not just AR photos. Like, I don't think you really need to have this mass education on NFTs. Like that'll always be there. That mass thing of NFTs will always be there if you really want to dig and learn. And again, most people I think will be using OMI without even realizing it. Just a thought. Just a thought. But he goes on, says, will the target market in 2023 be ready to get into digital collectibles/NFTs after the bad publicity and collapse of NFTs and crypto in 2022, which will linger into 2023? So the first video that I ever watched on NFTs was a FUD video on NBA Top Shot. It was somebody saying like, hey, this is what NBA Top Shot is doing, and these people are buying it, and these people are stupid. This is stupid, and you're stupid if you think this is a good investment. And I was like, wait a minute. And the video was done fairly well. It was like, it made some very good points, and it made some very good arguments on the side of against being NFTs and how they're all the same, money scam, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait a minute, no, this is blockchain technology. This is different. It's just a new form way of collecting. So I think that people will get it, but again, people don't have to get it. They just have to know that it's fun, and they have to know that it's, again, collecting stuff. People collect everything. People collect erasers. People collect, I'm just on vacation with a friend that collects everything, and not everything has to have utility. Not everything has to have value. Some things could just be sentimental. Some things could be silly. But these things do have value, and they are sentimental. Triple threat. They have everything. But anyway, Dan goes on to say that I'm a branding, marketing, and PR expert with 15 years of experience working with everyone from Fortune 500 companies to celebrities. So I'll be assessing their campaigns next year for all of you and providing feedback and commentary. Shout out to Dan Chavez for doing the Lord's work for us. Quick story, I was able to go and, as me on vacation, was able to go and get a guy, well, I'll call him Brandon, I'll call him his, full real name, but met on vacation, and me and last launch, some girl Brittany decided to go and convert him into the Veve fam. He downloaded the app, and I don't even know if he got anything yet. He's doing the KYC, I think, as we speak, and he bought $100 worth of OMI. Trying to explain to him to watch these videos, to go and set up a wallet and a minimum, and like all these different things. And he's just like, this sounds really confusing. Can I just buy it off you? And I said yes. I wanted to sell any of my OMI. Thankfully, my 150 million OMI was like 150.15. So to give me $100, it worked out to be about 99-ish thousand OMI. So I'll just send 100,000 OMI. And I still have the 150. And I did tell him under the guise, like, hey, listen, this is, if I tell my friend to put $500 in this now, there's a very good chance that within the next 2 years, that will be worth $5,000. And there'll be a very good chance within the next 3 years that will 10x again and actually be worth $50,000. And he says, well, I have 100. It's like, okay, well, when this doesn't 10x and this is worth 1 penny, possibly by the end of 2023, but probably in 2024, it'll be $1,000. And probably by 2025, decent chance that'll be worth $10,000. And this kid that's selling umbrellas or renting out umbrellas on the beach, eyes lit up, and just $100. And again, this is to someone that I looked at as like a hustler, and it's like I want this person to do really well. I want this person to go and $10,000 could be a lot of money. Especially in other parts of the world where you don't really see that. So that's why instead of giving him like the 99.4 or 99.3, whatever it was, bumped it up to 100. When transfers are back, I'll send him a collectible or two too, as well. When transfers back, can't wait. But yeah, we straight up tried to convert everyone. It was great. Okay, moving on. Alfred R. Khan will be on the Queen's Court this week on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Obviously hosted by Laurie Brenner. I'll be co-hosting again. We'll be talking about a lot of different things, including some of the charity work that may or may not happen. There'll be a charity event that's going to happen this week, and then we're going to do something a little bit more on the business side in the coming weeks after that. So last week in the Market Plus, going through the week of the 5th to the 12th, we did have the active wallets were at 16,935. That was up 9%. The market trades were down to about 34,977 market trades, down about 6.55%. Market buyers were about 69. Everyone coming nice down below 6,900. It was about 0.75 up. Market sellers were up 7,948 of them to up 22.82%. The amount of tokens minted, again, we are going to see a lot less tokens minted, just with more frequency of drops, 21,977. The minters were 12,208. That was up 5.35%. So even though there were less NFTs minted, the amount that were minting off of the drop were more. So that changed from the previous week. That shout out to Vivi Fox at Rootless Girl for putting those numbers together. Also, this is ridiculous. Queen Ramonda, there's the first appearance, is Marvel Mighty, number 47, 55 gems. If anyone wants to sell their Marvel Mighties sub 50 for 55 gems, let me know. I'll buy them all. As far as marketing was concerned, just to touch on that again real quick, Reese had said, I think there's a ton of fun things that we can do. Yep, particularly with Twitch streamers and similar engagement platforms. Not sure if it would be a statue / avatar of them or not, but the ability to stream live within your home space while other people watch using their avatar is really going to change the way that engagement works as well. Twitter sees it already. Elon Musk says, oh yeah, there's a big platform here. You're going to be able to go and monetize your content. You think Veve won't do that? You think Veve won't say, hey, if you get a whole bunch of viewers, whole bunch of watchers here, might be able to monetize. It's going to be the same thing. Like if you have a giant event, if you're Non-Fungible Wonderful and want to have a concert in the metaverse, you have 1,000 people there, there's going to be people that'll be like, oh, hey, can I put an ad on stage? Can I do this? Like, of course they are. Of course they are. Moving on. Reese also mentioned that they have not factored in higher international gem fees, which I think is a pretty bullish sign, would push more people to do OMI as well. You know, if you have the option of higher gem fees for international or lower fees if you want to use OMI, again, crypto pay-in will be first. OMI won't be till several months later, but, you know, we'll see. There's been a lot of FUD about Binance, and I'll mention it in this video. People are like, oh, if Binance goes down, we're done. Okay, yeah, fair point. If Binance goes down, then yeah, it's not going to be good for crypto. But the type of leverage that Binance allows when you deposit even $100 million is not big. Like it's not big at all. Anywhere from $50 to $100 million, it's just 4x. Like it is not that much. So when they went and they had, you know, and Mazars stopped all crypto audits, you know, not just Binance. Mazars audited Crypto.com, KuCoin, and Binance. They removed their audits of all of these exchanges, not just Binance. That's a Mazars problem. Attempts to make it look like a Binance problem reeks of desperation. Mazars could have stopped crypto audits because they felt it was too risky for them, which is understandable in this climate. TradeFi companies are increasingly wary of crypto since the FTX implosion. For example, banks have started banning accounts of crypto users. But auditing companies refusing to work with crypto firms does not mean that they are insolvent, just as banks refusing to work with crypto users does not mean anything at all. Claiming Binance is insolvent on the basis of Mazars is hasty and desperate, especially in light of what other things were happening. Claims that there are bank runs. You know, Binance has 55 billion in their reserves based on on-chain data. That is a fact, verifiable on the blockchain. I should not even need to say anything more than that. But there are claims of a Binance bank run when only a fraction of this has been withdrawn is ridiculous to say the least. But again, the global blockchain lead at Ernst & Young, which is a Big Four accounting firm. So I think it was P. Brody had a colleague test the initial Binance proof of reserves, says the numbers add up. Paul Brody's unofficial comment is not an official audit, be advised. But that said, as a global blockchain lead at a Big Four accounting firm, we can assume that he knows a lot more about this than all the social media fudders who barely have a clue what they're saying. And again, I'll leave it at that. Moving on. Some good Disney news. The Disney's Little Mermaid and Marvel Studios' Iron Man are among the 25 motion pictures selected this year to be included into the Nat Film Registry, the Library of Congress. It's for culturally, historically, or aesthetically important films. And we have the Iron Man NFT. We don't have Little Mermaid yet. We shall, though, I hope. Toshimon announcement. Okay, so everyone, Jake from Toshimon is pleased that they are finally beginning the next phase of development. The focus here is taking the complete protocol, which we are calling Proof of Fairness, and bringing it to life in-game. I know this turned out to be a much lengthier process than expected, but rest assured, we are working as quickly as we can with limited resources and a primary focus on quality security. The patience and continued support from this community does not go unnoticed. Cheers, happy holidays. They will release an estimated time frame for this phase once they complete the first couple weeks of discovery. Again, Toshimon, for me, absolute degen play. Can be complete hit or miss, but again, that's just what I see. Be advised, for whether you're a content creator or not, anyone that wants to dox people, real-time location of anyone, they will be suspended on Twitter, as it is a physical safety violation. This does include posting links to sites with real-time location info. Posting locations someone traveled to on a slightly delayed basis is not a safety problem, so it's okay. Again, I was on vacation. Hey, where'd you going? Oh, what they teach me in the military is I am not going to, is to not tell somebody where you're going until after you've already been there. This does come from Elon Musk. So anyone that wants to try to dox someone else should not do that. Just saying. All right, I love you all. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment's good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. More videos to come. Meow, 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 meow.